Well, it's Sunday. Well, at least I think it is. It's that lull between Christmas and New Year when we completely forget what day it is, and we forget that we even have like normal jobs and normal lives. It's 29th of December. Being out this morning, done my long run. Had a little bit of a down week this week in terms of running, just to see how my Achilles responds to having a down week, and just clipping a little bit of mileage off. Plus it's Christmas, so yeah, I've got nothing to really train for at the minute, so yeah, why not. Still gone out and done about 85 mile this week, which is down from my usual running mileage that I have been doing or built up to over the last 12 weeks. Got back up to 99 miles the previous week with limited niggle in or pain in my Achilles, but yeah, there's still a little bit of lingering pain and lack of strength in there, so yeah, just being patient with it and allowing it to build up. So yeah, you're just about to join me. I'm just about to set off. Sunday evening gym session. We're doing a little bit of rehab, some isometric stuff, building into some plyometric stuff as well, so I'm going to show you that sort of picture of what I've been doing in the gym lately. If you're anything like me, and as a runner, I hate going in the gym. I hate staring at four walls and pushing my body in that sort of way. I did come into running through being a gym goer, to be fair, around 2011, 2012, and then yeah, running and one thing led to another, and then eventually being outside ticked my box and floated my boat a little bit more. So yeah, I'm not enjoying being back in the gym as much. But yeah, S&C is a must. If anything I'm taking from this injury, and any learning or life lesson that I've took from this injury, it is to make sure that I'm absolutely 100% committed to my S&C. I do it, but now that I've actually got a gym membership, I'm a bit more committed to doing it. So yeah, just building back up, and yeah, join me. Yeah, so join me today as I'm going to take a bit of a gym session. I must stress as well, the video that, like the gym exercises that I am about to show you, they are specific to me and my Achilles. However, they can be done as any runner's maintenance exercises, because they work on some hip mobility, some glute strength, and some quad strength as well as the all important like calf loading and stuff like that. You can make them a little bit more difficult by adding more weight, but you don't really need to, or changing it to a single leg exercise by doing like single leg squats or step ups and adding weight, or single leg calf raises and stuff like that as well. So yeah, I must stress they are specific to me and my Achilles. However, if you want to use them as runners maintenance exercise, it might just improve your running, and they're simple as well. You don't really need to be going in a gym to be doing these sort of exercises. That's what they're all about. All I use is like one dumbbell and a resistance band. Other than that, everything else can be done at home really. Even my calf, yeah, like your calf raise on the leg press machine can be done at home as well. just finished in the gym. It's I've come out and it's dark outside, so yeah, I weren't in that long, but Naomi might have a nibble at me when I get home. So yeah, enjoyed that. Some days, as with any injury, some days the Achilles feels good and it responds well. Some days it doesn't feel so good. On my run this morning, it didn't feel great, but there weren't pain, it's just tightness. And on the pain scale, I'd say it was like a 0, but it's just tightness radiating down the calf and into the Achilles. That's the problem. But very hesitant to stretch it out because that's not what the doctor advises to do with Achilles tendinopathy. Advises to strengthen it and do some dynamic stuff on it instead. So yeah, enjoyed the strength and conditioning session today. A fairly long one, being in the gym just over an hour. But yeah, it was relatively quiet in the gym, and when you've just got your headphones on, your earphones on, you get carried away, don't you? But yeah, start off with some isometric stuff just to warm it up and improve my pain tolerance in it, and then built onto some like eccentric and concentric stuff before finishing with some like slower movements on the calf, and like calf raises and focusing on that lowering motion to try and generate some power back into it. Also done some plyometrics today, so I only do plyometrics once a week. Sunday is my plyometrics day, so yeah, you join me for that, where basically I just did some jump squats and some split lunges, and box jumps, sorry, not jump squats, same thing like that, just to work on some like power generation and loading it that way. It does seem to respond better to that than it does the isometric stuff for some reason. I think it's because it obviously it dynamically and it warms up as I go through the session. But yeah, I was thinking like in the gym and reflecting on like all the stuff and all the treatment that I've had so far on the Achilles. So I'll not list it all, but I'll try and knock off a few. Obviously I've had sports massage because I have them monthly anyway, but I've had like targeted massage therapy on it with my physio Gav Walker, and also had some acupuncture from him. I've also had TENS machine work on it. I've had ice packs on it, some Achilles straps, some heel lifts, what else, compression, ice compression, soaked it in cold water as well. There's a lot of ice there involved. I've also took down weeks in running, so like rest and recovery, elevation, ibuprofen, which is people call them non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. Yeah, so just ibuprofen, and then there's a fair few other stuff. I've also inquired about shockwave therapy, which is my next step in the process of like conservative treatments, just to promote recovery and just see how it responds as well. Everything that I've done so far, the Achilles has responded quite well to the progressive loading, and my Strava graph has just gone linear. I know not everything in life is linear, until my down week this week of 85 mile, but yeah, it is getting there. It's just tightness and rebuilding strength in the calf, the hamstring, the quad, all on my right leg, because I've basically been using one leg for well, the last 2-3 months now. So yeah, it's a long and steady process, and I'll not be starting a marathon block injured because I'm not daft. So I'm just going to take one step at a time and see what happens as we go through the process. But yeah, seeing out the year, not how I would have liked, but yeah, it's what it is, and it's running. And yeah, it treats you kindly at times and treats you like the devil at other times, but it'll get better and it'll improve, and we'll be smashing PBs before too long. I actually enjoy this part of being injured, and like using this project of yourself to rebuild and use yourself as a project to find something successful, so that you can show to yourself your own resilience and you can overcome stuff. When like push comes to the shove and you're in mile 25 of a marathon, it's these sort of times that you reflect on, and that's when you start welling up inside and understanding that you have been through some pretty tough stuff when it comes to like injuries, niggles, and life as well. Life gets in the way, doesn't it, for a lot of people, and me included. So yeah, thank you for joining me this week in the gym, in the 4 walls. Hope you didn't find it as tedious and as boring staring at the 4 walls as I did. If you do want to subscribe and support the channel, click the subscribe button, drop us a little comment, and mess with the algorithm. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far. We've still got about 50% of viewers that are watching the channel that aren't subscribing, so yeah, just click a subscribe, will you? So yeah, thanks for that. And yeah, thank you. That is it for this week, and I will see you next week. Well, it's not that I'm going to ramble a little bit more. In other news, Naomi's done quite a big week. She's done 60 mile for the week, so yeah, she's had quite a big week with a few sessions in there. And I've also started to reintroduce sessions into my sort of training diet. Just a couple of sessions a week, just to get the legs spinning over, so my body doesn't forget how to run fast. And the Achilles, again, in those has responded quite well. It's not responding well when I'm running easy, but I can't do everything fast because that ain't sensible either, is it? So yeah, thanks for joining us anyway on that mini ramble. So yeah, thank you, and we will see you next week. We've got a New Year's Day park run lined up because it's the special that we can do on New Year's Day, and then a couple more park runs before we've got a few races underway. Like I've said, I'm sensible nowadays, so if I'm not feeling right, I probably won't be racing. I know you can't wait for everything to be perfect, but an injury's an injury, so you gotta take it as it comes and put your sensible head on. I know a lot of runners that don't, and then you'll dig your say into the ground and complain why you're injured later. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. So yeah, big month planned for January as we roll into 2025. So yeah, thank you for watching. Catch you in a bit. Bye.